And just like that, I'm back. What's up, y'all? Wednesday night. Y'all ready? I know y'all ready. What's going on, family? What's really going on? Man, I hope everybody's ready. And did you get your notification? There it is. Some days they do, some days they don't. You know how it goes. All right. Let's get it started. Everybody. Let's get this thing started. First one in the house tonight to greet us was Kimberly Ortiz in the building. What's up, Kimberly? Dawn Casaza. Is that you, Karen? I see you. I see you over there. Elaine B. What it do? Andrea Davis in here. What's up, Britt Bratt? Dawn Casaza. You gotta put some extra on Casaza, right? Danita Joe. How you feel, Danita? She's sponsoring us tonight. Yes. Danita Joe. For a little more. What's up, Karen? Beth Mikey. What's up, Britt Brad? Linda Rose in the building. What's up, everybody? My main man, Will Power. Oh, man, we'll go way back to the beginning of this, y'all. Yes, indeed. What's up, Eric Ford? How you feeling? Josie Ferry, Country Girl with Grit. Beth Mikey, Keisha Spady. Everything but the kitchen sink up in here. Everything but the sink. And she got everything but the sink. Where the sink at then? Jay Waters. Nate Michelle. PQ Be Still. What's up, Melissa Smith? Renee. What up, though? Renee Bernardo. What up, though? Sharon Lewis in the house. What's up, Melissa? Is that you, G Money? G Money. What's up, G? Yeah. Lila Abi. Abi Dabi. What's up, Lila Abi? Empathic Shar is in the building. You know, she's a actual writer, published writer at that. Yes, she is. Kimberly Ortiz, Danita Joe. What's up, Melissa Smith? My man Will, Kara Stone, Tia's Kitchen in the house. What's up, Tia? There you go. They don't have to have a functioning brain. So beg to differ. I don't know what they believe. What's up, Victory? Calabar. What's up, Calabar? Robin Phillips, Kathy Miller. What's up, Linda? Rose is in the house. Joy Tracy, Beth Mikey. Yeah, I seen you, Dawn. Sadza. What's up, Melissa Smith? Joy Tracy. Monique Easton. What's up, Britt Brad? Honey B. Lee in the house. Lady Virgo came through. What's up, Green Cream? UF. What it do, UF? What's up, Shaylo? Shaylo up in here. Just like candy. Beth Mikey. I can see you when you walk. Even when you talk. You drink over me. I love Cameo. So, that was like a layup for that song. How's everybody doing this evening? Is everybody all right? Can I shout out Danita? Joe. Of course, Connie. Listen, y'all. It's our sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? It makes this whole situation a different situation. Especially coming from the guy that always saying, man, money ain't everything. Sometimes you got to eat them words. Be like, okay. It happens. We all good, though. We are all good. What's up, Kathy Morgan? Kara Stone. That's right. Larry Blackman. Yes. Even though he's not doing too well, what I would do to be able to go to an old school concert, Parliament Funkadelic, AWB, the Barcades, I said it, War, Ball Skaggs, oh man, Luther Vandross. Yeah. Old school. What's up, Vio Soul? I see y'all in here. Look, we're going to get right to it. Yes, we are. What's up, Dave? How you feel, champ? Yes, indeed. Can I put my DJ equipment down? Let me put my DJ equipment up. Okay, I got my water. Oh, man. The stylistics up in here. Girl, going way back. Didn't I blow your mind? Johnny Guitar Watson. Cameo. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes. Confunction. A real music festival is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Real music festival. So I was thinking today, man, everybody hit the like, do that part of this situation, it is what it is. But man, guys, so I'm chilling today. I'm chilling. I'm having a good week. Whew, good gracious. Having a good week because last week, good God. Last week was a humdinger. Man, everybody in here has had that time where everything go left on you. Everything. Ooh, it'll try you. Yeah, I had one of them weeks last week. So, we getting back together this week, though. Man, it is wonderful. So I'm thinking, today, man, just as I just was kind of reminiscing about, something that we have been lied to about. And we have been lied to on every level, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to understand that. We have been lied to. Okay. And what I mean by what we have been lied to by is we have been told that narcs, they're not like us as far as, they don't have feelings. They don't have this. They don't have that. And they do. Yes, they do. Because if they did not have feelings, how could they feel? How could they feel bad? How could they feel down? Why are all narcs so depressed? Why are all of them so abusive if they don't have feelings? That it doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't. And then somebody tells us, well, that's how it's so easy for them to walk away, and we're going to talk about that. Why is it so easy for them to destroy a good relationship with a relationship that could be good? I ain't gonna say it's good because it's not good. And the reason that it's not good is because you're with them. But it could be good, right? Yes, it could be if I said if, as in fifth, if they acted right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you could have a great relationship with them if they acted like they had a little sense sometimes. They have feelings just like you and I. They are sensitive. They are a lot, I would say they are a lot more sensitive than we are. I am willing to jump out there and say that a narcissist is much more sensitive than we are. And as I look back and look at and evaluate how they look at us and how they treat us, it shows that they're very calculating when it comes to their feelings. So they're not going to invest their feelings in us the way we invest our feelings into them, because they know the outcome already. They already know, listen, this is going to be over one day. This is going to be over. They do know that. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. Oh, man, they believe their own lies, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to make sense to me now. Good gracious. I always said to myself, you good as long as what the narc does doesn't make sense to you. But I realized it can make sense to you, but you have to be at a distance from them. You have to be at a distance. Okay. So we, again, think have been told that, narcs, they don't have feelings. They're these monsters. They're these creeps. They're this, they're that. They're these things, right? The reality is that they do have feelings. And I think that they're a lot more sensitive than we are. Okay. For example, a narcissist, if you don't tell them, if you don't give them that gratification that they need every single time, that's how sensitive they are. They have to tell themselves something to help them cope with not being the wind beneath your wings, the oxygen in your lungs. They have to tell themselves something to get through that moment. You're not acting like I'm your air today. So they have to give themselves some advice, some encouragement. See, and to us, we don't need praise every day. No, we can survive with somebody just acknowledging what we do. Hey, Victorious, I see you in there. How you doing? We just want somebody to give us some reciprocity. Just give me what I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking for the too much extra. We don't need all that. No. Just give me what I'm giving you. That's all. Do for me as I do for you. That's it. Now, you look at a narc. You look at a narc and evaluate what makes them do this. Why do they lie so much? And when they tell a lie, guys, when you've been lied to by a narcissist, it's not a normal lie like someone else. This was a lie that was told to you, and it was a lie that was given to you by someone that believes what they said. What's up, Bella? It's by someone that believes what they said to you. Yes, they believe the lie. They absolutely believe the lie. Yes, they do. They absolutely believe the lie. And that's why they tell it. They try to tell it to everybody. That's how they justify the way they treat you. That's how they justify how they treat you, because they convince themselves, they tell themselves the lie. No. You know what? She know what she did. She know what she did. Or he know what he did. He gonna come in here and catch me. I'm trying to be over here with this other person, and you all in the way. I got something for you. Yeah, I got something for you. Man, I know that it can be painful watching and listening to me sometimes, especially when I talk about that cheating part. Because when you're dealing with somebody and you already on the fence, you looking to cut them off, and my thing is, you're looking to cut that person off, and you don't even believe they cheating on you. Sometimes some people don't believe the narc is cheating on them, man. That's how far gone we can be sometimes. I'm here to tell every last one of y'all, they don't have no other reason to lie to you. Listen, that's a part of who they are. It's a part of who they are. It's part of the gimmick. The cheating is a part of the gimmick. It's just like breathing to them. But I know everywhere they are, when they there, and I know their schedule. You think you know them. You think you know everything they doing. You're not in the bathroom when they go to the bathroom. You're not around them 24/7. All day, all night. Nah. One of y'all gonna be in the bedroom, one of y'all gonna be in the living room at some point. It's gonna be some separation in there, y'all. It's going to be some separation. And when they get that separation, they cheating on you, man. Y'all think these arguments y'all having about something is real? Man, you waiting for them to bump their head, and you must have bumped your head if you think that the arguments that y'all having are real, that the narc is really dissatisfied and displeased with you to the point that they want to argue about something instead of being in a house chilling where we could be happy, loving on each other, and everything else we want to do. What's stopping you from having this loving, engaging, interesting, insightful conversation and togetherness and everything that y'all have with each other that you want? What's stopping that if they're not cheating on you? What's stopping the blissful, unconditional, loving, and affectionate, conversations and everything, the fondling and everything? What's stopping that if they're not cheating on you? Huh? Oh, they tired today though. They tired. No, man. No, they not that tired. Because guess what? Y'all can say what you want to say, but you ain't never that tired. Nah, sometimes, and then we get the line for them. Nah, sometimes I'll be too tired sometimes. You a lie. I'm too tired lie. The only person that's too tired for affection is the person that don't even want to be bothered. That's it. The person that don't want to be bothered, because I promise you, the other person is, hey, I know it's 4:00 in the morning, but hey, come on. Listen, man. And I'm gonna drill that one right in y'all heads. I'm gonna drill it right in your head, because so many of us, man, we just don't want to believe what it is. We don't. We don't want to believe this person really got their mind on somebody else. And they do. They do. How do they do it though? How do you, you had this relationship with somebody and you telling this person that we building together, and then we start living together, And see, that's where they get us at. Because see, once we start living together, we believe the lie at that point. Listen, y'all, if you live with the narc, you believe the lie. If y'all live together, you believe that lie. We do. If you live with each other, you believe the lie. And we do. We absolutely do. And when they know, man, they know that we believe it. But guess what? They believe the lie too. They know it's a lie, but they believe it. They believe it because they know they got to say it with conviction. Because they know whatever they say, you want to believe it. They know whatever they say, you want to believe it. But the moment that they start telling you lies and you know it's a lie and you don't even want to hear it no more, they know that they know that there is no effect on you anymore, that what they do has no effect on you. And that's why they play that role so intricately. You know, you be looking at them like, but why don't they just leave? If that's what they really want to do, why don't you just leave and go ahead and do this? They can't just leave and go ahead and do this. You know the kind of person it takes to put up with that? It takes somebody that believes the lie. You got to believe the lie. The new person, they believe the lie. Ladies and gentlemen, they do. Ooh, Victoria. Mwah. Thanks for the super chats, Victoria. Appreciate you getting us started in here this evening. Victoria said, all about them. It's all about them having constant validation from others because they feel, I guess she was trying to say, they feel so low about themselves. They have to. And again, they have to get that validation. Why? Why is validation so important to a narc, guys? Because validation is so important because they are so sensitive. They are so sensitive. When you get into an argument with a narc and they go for the jugular, they say some stuff to you that's unheard of that they know you wouldn't say to them. And then when you say it, man, they are shattered. They are absolutely broken when they see that you said something worse to them. They are broken because at that point they realize, I've lost my grip on you. I used to have you in check. I used to have you under control, and I lost my grip on you. Everything around them, it's always a test, man. Everything. Victoria also said they also mistaken real peace for boredom. That's a thin line right there, Victoria. They also mistake real peace for boredom. They are so conditioned to think that closet toxicity, I said it, closet toxicity is normal, aka as a covert cheating. Whew. Listen, y'all. I like that one though, Victoria. You know, they mistake real peace for being bored. You see people that they get so bored in a relationship with somebody who treats them normal with respect. They call it boredom, but what they're saying is, listen, I'm used to being in a chaotic situation. And if you're not going to give me the chaos, then babe, I'm going to go ahead somewhere where I'm going to create some chaos. If you're not going to give it to me, then I'm going to create some. Okay. That's what it is. Either you're going to give me the chaos or I will create the chaos. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Give me the chaos or I will create it. Will make your life the worst hell you've ever known life could be. Okay? Mm-mm-mm. Closeted toxicity is normal. Yeah, they do. You know, that's crazy that they do think that's normal. They think that the craziness, and they think it because that's their life. That's Victoria. That's why they think it, because that's been their whole life. When they come around you, guys, when the narc comes around you and you come into their life with all this love and adoration and all of this comforting and affection and all that, man, they used to somebody spitting on them. They used to somebody fighting them. They're used to total anarchy, chaos. These people aren't used to somebody who got some sense, somebody who speaks with respect. No, they're used to talking to people and hearing from people, usually their mother or father or both. They're used to that parent telling them you ain't nothing, telling them how much of a low life they are. They're used to their parent telling them they some trash. They're not used to somebody saying, "Hey, baby, you're beautiful. Hey, baby, I love you. Yeah, you're having a wonderful day. I'm with the woman of my dreams here, or the man of my dreams. Either one. They're not used to stuff like that. They think something wrong with you. They do." that remind me of that Reverend Outlaw. He said, "Is you crazy?" Oh my goodness. That's how they look at you. That's how they look at you when you're trying to be loving and comforting and you just want to pamper them and you want to show them that you can love them more than anything, and you're trying to create this incredible bond, and man, they're looking at you like, "Look here, man, I ain't here for that. Okay, I ain't here for that." That's how they looking at you. Like, I ain't here for that. Ooh, go ahead. Robin Phillips. Thanks for that super chat, Robin. Robin said, they always cheating. High five, Robin. Always, every day, every chance they get. The only narc that doesn't cheat is a narc that doesn't have options to cheat. Okay, I said it, and that's what it is. Prove me wrong. The only narcs that don't cheat are the narcs, and the only time your narc ain't cheating is when they don't have options that they want. And they options, listen, and their standards are pretty daggone low. Yes. Yes, they are. The only time the narc you dealing with don't cheat on you, it's not because they don't want to. It's they don't have the option that they need in place. That's the only reason. Okay. Robin said they always cheating, even when you're looking at them, because their mind is plotting how they are going to destroy you with the other supply, the other person. Yes, and it's always thinking like that. They're always thinking, "I'm gonna get you. You don't know what I'm doing." They're always thinking, you see me smiling in your face, or you see me in your face, but you really don't know what I'm thinking. And their mind is somewhere else. When you're trying to be affectionate, "Hey, babe, I'm home. Hey, nice to see you. How was your day?" Blah, blah, blah. They're looking for a way to start a fight. They're looking for a way to start an argument. Yes. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what we're going through. As long as we on the same page, we got peace between one another, then everything is fine in the house. Not with a narc. Everything in that house is going to be disrupted. When they find somebody, that's when your house is going to be filled with chaos. Every time the narc finds somebody, and I'm telling you, that's how, as often as y'all argue, that's how often they think they found somebody, because they trifling. We just don't want to believe that they're really that trifling. We don't. We want to think and believe that, nah, it ain't like that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mess around and find out the hard way. Mess around and find out the hard way. The only time they're not cheating is when there is no option available, when nothing that they really attracted to is at them. But listen, y'all, I'm going to tell you, anybody that they find remotely just that much an attract, they get this much attraction from that person is on the menu. Okay, that person is your next argument. That person is your next argument. That's that next slick move they make. Oh, you said you was going to be doing such and such, and you found out you was doing such and such. Okay. Yeah. Monique, thanks for the super chat, Monique. Monique said, cheat right in your face with their wandering eyes. Listen, y'all. If you think a narc ain't in everybody's face in every room y'all walk in together, you hear me? Any and every room that y'all walk in together, they looking and seeing what they see and who they see. Got one right there. Oh, we got action. We got two. Okay. And for the rest of the night, they sending passes, they sending signals, they calling plays, they doing the most. They're going to find a way to introduce themselves or get the other person to introduce themselves. And that's what they really aim to do. They really aim to get to show the other person so much that they're willing to jump out there so far that the other person is thinking it's no way that they are with you, because they are in my face, smiling, cheesing, batting their eyes, saying hi, sending cues, sending signals. They are focused and they have that energy, and they're giving that person that energy. And when you see them and you catch them and you have a problem with it, I said, when you see them doing this, when you feel the energy that they're pushing to this other person, because you feel it, because now you feeling stupid, like, why? What are you doing? You got me in here looking crazy. I'm in here with you, pretend like I got some, like I really got a catch, and you in here fishing around for anything you can find. People, I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling y'all what it is, man. I'm telling y'all what it is. I'm telling you what it is. Anywhere you go with them, man, they got everybody else thinking, wow. This what I want y'all to think about. Every time you decide you're gonna go somewhere with them, they in everybody's face, especially if they see somebody that doesn't like you and they know that person doesn't like you. That's the one they going after. That's the one they really want right there. Somebody, because they know they planning on breaking the house down, and they want to make sure they destroy the house when they run up out of there. Okay. They know exactly what they're doing. They are in everybody's face everywhere you go. You can ask a narc, how was a function? If you didn't go with them, how was the function? If they met somebody there, oh man, it was nice. I was in there, I was getting played by everybody. Oh my goodness, I booked about 4 of them. Yes, that's how they're gonna, they're not gonna tell you they did all that. That's what they're saying to you when they say, oh yeah, it was real nice. It was real nice. Oh man, nice crowd, yeah, everybody was dressed nice. And it was just okay, it wasn't nothing, and that just means they didn't get anybody that night. That's all. They'll tell you exactly what they did. You don't have to be with them. They'll tell you exactly what they did. Go ahead, G. G. Mwah. Thank you so much for that super chat. Said I'll be shouting you out here, yo. Appreciate you. I appreciate you back. You got to tag me when you shout me out, G. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ooh, go ahead, Robin. Thanks for that super chat, Robin. Robin said they feed off of drama. That is their lifestyle. Listen, if you don't have, guys, a lot of y'all be trying to figure out what level of hell did this devil creep out of? That's what you got to understand you're dealing with. And once you take a devil out of hell, that's like taking a hog out of slop. Okay, that's like you took the chicken out the chicken coop. You know, you're going to put a hog somewhere where it's clean and smell good, and they're not comfortable there. That hog is like, man, can't you smell me? What I smell like naturally? You think I want to smell like some cologne or some perfume? No. No, and when you take that hog, that dog out of slop, they're going to make you regret it. They're going to make you regret it every time. They're going to make you regret it every time. They're going to go to your high school reunion with you or your college reunion with you. And they're going to show everybody that you failed at relationships. Everywhere you go with the narc, they're going to show everybody they can that you failed horribly at relationships. Because they're going to be in everybody's face that they can be. They're going to be making passes at people that you know, that you grew up with. That's why, guys, if you want to really protect your life, if you know you're dealing with a narc and you're not at a place where you can just cut them off yet, then at least do yourself a favor. Don't take them around family or friends. Leave a narcissist away from your real life. That's where you start the separation at. Start the separation where your real friends, your real family, I don't want you around my people. No, you don't want that around your real family, your real friends, because their goal is they want to destroy those relationships. They don't want you to have friendly relationships. They don't really have that. All of their friendships or whatever situationships, it's all make pretend. All of them. All of their situationships, they all make pretend. And that's their life. Come on, let's make pretend. They believe their own lies, people. Their entire life is let's make pretend. Let's make pretend that, I'm a good person. Let's make pretend that I have potential. Let's make pretend that I ain't cheating on you. Let's make pretend that you're secure in the relationship. Everything you do with them will be let's make pretend, good people. Everything you do. Monique said he got the nerve to ask me if I'm ready to come back home. Ooh. And yes, if you ready to go back to hell, he's sitting there waiting on you. He's like, hey, come on back to hell. Ain't nothing changed. Go ahead, Victoria. Thanks for that super chat, Victoria. Victoria said, narcs don't have God. So their desire to feed the flesh is stronger than doing what's right. That's true. They don't have God. They don't have God. They don't have love. They don't stand on truth. They engage heavily into any distraction. Try to avoid dealing with the traumatic root that created the narcissist within them. Listen, Victoria, yes, indeed. You calling them out. You are definitely calling them out. And every distraction, everything. And the biggest thing is they want to keep you distracted. They want to keep you distracted from seeing and knowing what you're dealing with. As long as you're distracted, as long as you don't have your mind in a place, as long as your mind isn't set, as long as you're off balance, a narc is happy. They're elated. They're elated. They're never going to deal with that trauma. And see, that's what we be thinking. We be thinking, well, let's go to counseling and we can deal with your trauma. They not dealing with that trauma. When they listen, any of y'all who go to counseling, marriage counseling, relationship counseling, whatever counseling with that psycho, that listen, just know this. When you're going to counseling, that's when they cheating real hard. Why do I say that? They cheating real hard because they know once we get to the stage of counseling, now you're going to see. There's no way you won't be able to see who they really are after this counseling session. It's no way. They said, okay, I got you up this far, but I know after counseling, you're not going to be able to lie to yourself the way you've been lying to yourself. You ain't going to be able to just lie to yourself no more and just shake it off. Thanks for that super chat, Tia's Kitchen. Mwah. Appreciate you. They're saying, the narc is saying, you're not going to be able to lie to yourself no more. Nah, not after this. You ain't going to just be able to lie and play it off no more. No, this thing coming full circle now. Now it's full circle. You've come full circle, and now that you've come full circle, now you see me for who I am. Now it's time for the razors to come out. They're saying, hey man, I know this time is limited with you. Okay? This time is limited with you. They know it's over. Because now you over here with a third party that's going to tell both of you, listen, this person right here is, they ain't no good and they not going to change. If you with a good counselor, they going to tell you, listen, you with somebody that ain't going to change. This person come in here and lie. And when they lying, everybody in the room know they lying. But see, now you do have some people that's going to sit there and lie with them because they want to keep y'all coming to the sessions. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. They want to keep a full calendar. They want to play let's make pretend that this liar is going to get it together, and they're not. They're not. And listen, and them counselors know they done seen enough of those liars come through their office. They know the story back to front. They already know your story, but they just let you lay it all the way out. And hopefully I done got 6 to 1 or 2 years of payments out of you before you figure out you coming in here for nothing. You wasting your time. Forget the money. You wasting your time. That's my thing. Pay the money. That ain't, give them a little money. Okay, I paid y'all some money, but man, I ain't giving you my time. I ain't giving y'all my time. I'll tell y'all, for me, I remember the last time I did it. I tried it. My last session, I told the counselor, this is my last session. I ain't coming in here with her no more. I said it right in front of her. I ain't wasting my time on this no more. Because it's all a sham. And once you see it, man, that's it. You cannot unsee it at that point. Once you see it, you saw it, and that's it. You're like, oh, man, I done seen the man behind the curtain. Oh, my goodness. Y'all been lying the whole time. The whole time. It ain't been nothing but one big lie after another. What's up, son cat? How you doing? How you been? Mm-mm-mm. Going to coincide with yourself and talk about a person who needs counseling. My goodness. Victoria. Thanks for the super chat, so Victoria. Sat in the church with his grandparents. So yeah, that's lit. Wow. I know that's right, Lady Virgo. Victoria said, a narc carries shame heavy. A narc carries shame heavy on them. And that's why they constantly need validation from others to help them feel momentarily alive. Guys, they do. I'm telling y'all, their feelings are more sensitive. I think their feelings are more sensitive than ours. And I say that again because everything to a narcissist is vital. Everything is the end of the world to them. You didn't kiss me this morning. It's the end of the world. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Everything you do is the end of the world. Everything they do is nothing. Everything they do, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because what they're doing validates you. What you do validates them. Okay? Yeah. And trust and believe the game is all about validating them. Yes. They're heavy on shame because listen. That's why they lie so much. That's why they lie so much, because they feel so ashamed of how they live and what they do. Guys, to sit back and think that you just met somebody and that all of your feelings were false, and that you love this person and you really feel for this person. The energy, you can't make energy up. No, energy don't lie. The energy doesn't lie, people. It doesn't. That's how when you go out with the narc and you see they have their eyes set on somebody else, you feel the energy. You feel the energy. That energy isn't lying to you. Now the narc is going to lie to you and tell you crazy. And what did I tell y'all? When they tell you crazy, that means you caught them. I caught you. When they call you crazy, that means you caught them. Oh man, you crazy, man. What is wrong with you? Oh, I caught you. So my feelings do work. They do work properly. I caught you. And you didn't want to catch them. It's just that's how it goes. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because that's who they are. Someone who's always trying, someone who's always doing something foul. And they want to do it right in your face. See, to them, it's cute and it's funny. It's cute and it's funny when they in your face and they doing what they do. It's cute and it's funny. You hear me? It's cute and it's funny to them when they're dogging you. It's cute. It's funny. That's what they call having fun. It's fun because now they're watching your feelings. Because see, they walking around, their feelings is feeling some type of way all day. Why? It's not because you're doing something to them. It's because they're doing something to themselves. Yeah, man. You're dealing with a real batty creature, man. Robin Phillips. Thanks for that super chat, Robin. Robin said, Matthews. Blessed are the peacemakers. Woo! Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. The narc is not peace. Listen. Amen to that. They are here to destroy your life. Make plans to leave if possible. Don't say if possible. Just say make plans to leave, because it is possible. It's very possible. It's doable. It's your only option. Because if you're not making plans to leave, that means you're making plans to stay. And why would you make plans? Wow, man. Why are you making plans to stay somewhere where you're disliked, you're hated, you're not celebrated, you're hated? You're not celebrated. Your life isn't celebrated when you're dealing with a narc. It's not. No, it's not. You're not. They not celebrating your life. They looking at you. They laughing, man. That narc is looking at you and saying, man, I'm going to keep taking you through as much as I can. For as long as I can. For as long as you won't stand up and leave me alone. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to do what I've been doing. Blessed are the peacemakers. That's right. The people who actually come in peace, man. And listen, the people, when you come in peace, I want you to understand something about yourself. A narcissist knows who you are. They know what they got themselves into. But again, misery loves company, and they looking at it like, I just want to betray you. I just want you on the wrong team. I just want you to fall like I did. That's that spirit of jealousy and envy. Because those are the type of people that say, I want you to fall from grace like I did. I want you to fall from grace like I did. We don't think like that, people. We think like, nah, man, I'm going to try to help you not make the mistakes I made. See, that's a person who is remorseful. Narcs don't think like that. No, they want you to make a bigger mistake than they did. It brings them comfort knowing somebody else is in a bad situation. Wow, Suncat said they're always trying to get you even years later. They never let go. Wow. So you see it. They hold a grudge and want revenge. Listen, I want everybody in here. I want you to stick this in your mind, in your memory bank. That narc don't want you back because they miss you. They only want revenge. You got away. You got yourself back together. Oh man, they'll cry and flip out, and they'll flip that script on you, have you thinking that, wow, they must be sorry. They must feel some type of way because, they came back and nah, buddy. That narc is saying, man, look here. Man, look here. If you ever let me back in there, I'm going to destroy you. If you ever let me back in your life, I'm going to finish the job that you didn't let me finish the first time. That's all they're saying to you. They only want revenge. They are not there for some old make believe. I really miss you. I love you. And them fake alligator tears, man. You lying to yourself if you believe that. You lying to yourself if you believe that. Thanks for that super chat, Robin. Robin said, it can never be worse than being with a good God. It can never be. Can any, and I challenge everyone on this super chat right here. I challenge anyone in the chat to go into the chat and say what in this world is worse than being with a narcissist. Anything. Cancer, rabies, venereal diseases, anything. Tell me what's worse than being with a narcissist and explain why. Go ahead. Go ahead. What could possibly be worse than being with the devil? Take a chance on you. It is better on the other side. Love yourself. That was beautiful, Robin. I challenge you. Put something in the chat, everybody. Put something in the chat that's worse than a narc. Let's keep it 100. For real. What possibly could be worse than being with a narcissist? What? Name something worse than being with a narcissist. Anything. Anything. That's all I'm saying. I have never been able to think of anything. They believe their own lies, man. Okay, the pain from losing your son. Okay, I'll let that one go because that's something that's real. Yes, indeed. That's right, LG. Being with this devil will make you sick with cancer. There you go. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Lady Virgo. That was real. That was real. She got me on that one, y'all. She did. She got me on that one. Like, nah, it's some pain out there worse. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. And you're right. You know, you're right on that. You know, because that's somebody you really loved. You know. Whew, Taja T said, losing my best friend to a narc. Ooh, wee. If. Your best friend with the goodness gracious. Hey, glad she's with the narc though, because hey, she getting exactly what she gave you now. Yes, indeed. She getting it worse. Wow. I heard that, Kanita. Uncurable disease they give you and then blame you and say you did it. If you think you're going to get some truth, you lying to yourself. That's right. Beautiful Butterfly said, losing my mom and dad. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. She passed away. Whoo-wee. Yeah, y'all. There are some things worse. Yes, indeed. There are some things that are worse. Thanks again for that super chat, Victoria. Victoria said, narcs will make up the most horrible lies about you. Woo-wee, boy, oh boy. Man, you know why a narc's lie is so filled with so much pain? One of the reasons that the narc's lie is filled with so much pain is because a narcissist will lie and tell people that the things that they did to you, they will tell people you did it to them. That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons it's so painful, because you sitting there like, oh, whoa. I done caught you doing this, and this. And you out here telling people that you caught me doing that? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Narcs will make up the most horrible lies about you. when they get found out and swear by God on that lie as well. Good gracious. Will swear. And listen, y'all. Listen. A narcissist stands on that lie. They are convicted to that lie. They want to follow that lie right to the pit of hell where they are. They follow that lie right into hell, right to where they are. They stand on that lie. They want everybody to believe that lie about you. They want you walking away feeling defeated. They want you to feel defeated. They want you to feel like, yeah, you might have did this. You might have been a good person, but I ain't gonna let nobody know you was a good person with me. No, they're not gonna let people know that. Nah. They gonna put so much dirt on you and they gonna lie. They're going to lie. They're never going to tell the full story, which makes their story a lie. They're never going to tell the story about why y'all were arguing. All they're going to tell is, now I got sick of the arguments. I got sick of the, going through this all the time. They're not going to tell people, well, yeah, maybe I didn't come home every weekend. But that ain't no reason to be arguing and dealing with this. And then they'll say this, that's why I ain't come home all the time. Because I knew I was going to hear this mess. Well, you actually just didn't make it home before the sun came up. So you decided to stay out. They're not going to tell people the whole truth, ladies and gentlemen. For all of y'all who hoping and praying and wishing that, oh, nah, because see, you be thinking that, oh man, I know their family and their friends, they all know that you got caught cheating yesterday. No, their family and friends don't know. Because they're not going to tell them that story. The story they're going to tell everybody is that you treat them so horrifically. You neglect them so much that they couldn't take it anymore. They couldn't live with it. They couldn't deal with it anymore. I needed to feel like I was a human being again. What they not going to tell people is they come home every day and start a fight with you because they cheating on you with anybody that will pay them attention. With anybody that will pay them any attention. See, they're not going to tell that part of the story. No, they're not going to tell that part of the story. They're going to tell the story the way they want to tell it. They're going to grab certain parts out of it. They're going to say, you did this to me and you did that to me and you made me feel. Oh, man, that's the best one right there. Well, you made me feel like, I wasn't even a man, or you made me feel like I wasn't even a woman, or something. They're not going to tell your side of the story. As a matter of fact, they're going to say when the person asks them, so well, what did you say? What did your spouse say when you said this? Did you tell them that they not meeting your needs? Did you tell them that, you going through this craziness? And did you tell them this and that? You know, they're going to tell their friend or family member or your friend. They're going to say, I told them all the time. All they want to do is fight. All they want to do is argue. I can't take it. If you think they just going to cheat on you and go somewhere to confession and just confess that they ain't no good, you lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. They're not going to do that. No. They're going to dog you. They going to lie on you. They gonna cheat on you, stab you in your back, and try to destroy your entire life. And then they gonna become the victim. After they try to destroy your life and everything around you and everything in your life, after they've tried to destroy you, they're going to become the victim. You done caught them cheating. I'm tired. I couldn't deal with you no more. I couldn't deal with this no more. I just couldn't deal with it no more. And I needed to talk to somebody who would be understanding, somebody I ain't gotta argue and fight with all the time. If you think that they are about to confess of how trifling they are, you a lie. That's right, Will. Will said the lies they tell on us is in their testimony. Thanks for that super chat, Victoria. Victoria said, but God, goodness gracious, but God, glory be to God. They done lied on you. They done went to everybody and told them it was you. After they got caught and they still told everybody it was you. It was you. It wasn't them. That ain't the whole story. They just telling you their part. Nah, I got a side. Wait till I tell my side. They gonna be the victim. And guys, the way they're gonna be the victim is gonna blow your mind. Because they're gonna they're gonna be the victim in a way where it make you think they still want to be with you, that they still care about you. You know I loved you. You know I do anything for you. I did everything. I shared everything I had with you. You was all I had. You was everything to me. They gonna be the victim. Okay, you lying to yourself if you think you gonna be the victim. You a lie. You hear me? If you think that narc ain't gonna be the victim at the end of this, you lying to yourself. I'm telling you. Daisha said, man, I hear you, Daisha. You said maybe he gone for good since I'm pregnant. Man, Daisha, you just don't know. You don't even know. You ain't been around too long. Okay. You're going to have to hang out for a little bit. If you think you got rid of a narc. Oh boy. Good luck with that. Good luck with that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say good luck with that. You think you got rid of that fool. Whew. Come on, Victoria. Thanks for the super chat. Victoria said, vengeance is God's. Their lies will catch up. Woo, God said, I will repay. That's what God said. God said, vengeance is his. Said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I will repay. And that's why that's the main reason why I say, guys, man, y'all better pray for them jokers. Y'all better pray for them jokers. Y'all better pray for these lying, good for nothings. Y'all better pray for them because they ain't no good. And when they're dealing with God's people, man, that penalty. That penalty. You're going to be looking back at them saying, wow, I don't even want to see you go through all that. But the sad part about it is they wanted to see you go through it. They want to see you go through it. They want to see you go through all of that crazy ratchetness. Yeah, they are there to make your life miserable. What's up, young chaos? That's right. They ain't gone nowhere. Narc ain't gone nowhere. They just over somebody else's house, driving them crazy for the time being. That's it. Guys, y'all be thinking the narc done came in your life and created all this, wreaked all this havoc and chaos, and then they went somewhere, and then y'all be thinking they went somewhere to act right. Tell me the logic in that, though. Tell me the logic in that. They, after doing all this crazy mess, they done went somewhere to act right. Come on, man. No. That's not what they known for. That's not what they're attracted to. A narcissist is not even attracted to somebody that they know that is not having a mess. They not attracted. They don't care what that person looks like. They like, whoa. I can't get over on this person. They not had this person ain't having it. No. You're gonna find a narc with somebody who having it, who having all the craziness, who doing whatever, who will put up with it and gonna put up with it and not be mad and not be upset and whatever else they need them to be. Yeah. That's how a narc looks at it. Man. We keep getting caught up thinking that, maybe it was me. We go on the attack of our own selves, guys. You start saying, maybe it was me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe, because we don't want to face the fact of what we were dealing with. Victoria said they will get away from you if they feel they can't get over on you. They no longer attracted to you. They can't get over on you. There's no attraction anymore. Y'all wondering why they not attracted to you no more? Because they can't get over like they used to. You don't believe the lie no more. Listen, the new person believes the lie. They still got that look in their eyes, that hope that we could possibly really be happy together. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna, and it's never going to happen. It's never gonna happen. The thing that makes it so easy for them to be so destructive, guys, is because with a narc, they're able to be destructive because they lie to themselves about the relationship, this whole situation. They lie to themselves. They lie to themselves. They like, hey, whatever I got to do to get through this. Ooh, Daisha said, nah, he don't go to church. I went on Sunday. He never went. He'll be there. When it's time to get you back and he can't get you back, he'll be there. You'll see. Wow, Lady Virgo said, I finally started defending myself. He doesn't know this is me now. Tehran said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Never could have said it better. I never could have said that better. The truth will make you free. That's what's going to make you free. Mm. Joy Tracy said he was a full-on snake demon in my dream, and he was trying to make me look into his eyes, and I wouldn't. And so I started screaming to get this dream, to get out of my dream. It was horrible. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Horror stories. That's it. Horror stories. And I mean, look at how far we got to go to say something was more painful than dealing with a narc. Look at the level we have to go to. It has to be the worst tragedy that could possibly happen in life. When you're dealing with the devil, that's one of the marks they leave on you. Hey guys, we're going to get out of here and get back in here on Friday night with the trio. Me and the ladies will come back in here and do what we do. We're going to keep fighting this narc all the way to the very, very end, because that's what we do. I want to see everybody, man, continue to grow. I see so much strength in this chat now, man. Honestly, I do. Because it's like, we have these talks, and that's what it takes. People don't be thinking like, I don't need this, I don't need that, man. You need time. You need time to clear that space out of your head, clear those lies out of your head. That's the main thing right there. Those lies that you listened to for so long. And we fight it and we try to believe it. And man, oh man. But this chat really helps you through. Guys, it helps me through. It has gotten me to the place where some days it's hard for me to even talk about this. It is. Even though I know that I'm just giving, that hands-on personal experience. It sometimes it does, because you guys have helped me get to a place mentally where, not only am I not bothered, and this is what the thing that keeps me here is because I want to just see y'all. I want to give back to you the exact same thing you've given me, and that is freedom. That freedom. That is exactly what we're here for, to give you the freedom so that you'll be able to help others, because everybody goes through this. Everybody goes through this. Listen, y'all, I want everybody in the chat, say something nice to everybody in the chat. And I'm going to leave y'all just like I came in here, with nothing but love, peace, and Soul Train. See you guys on Friday night. All right. Peace, family.